I'm sure, friends, you're planning for 2025, right? If so, you're already behind. The future isn't a gradual shift, it's a series of seismic changes that demand immediate attention. We are not moving from one year to the next, we are crossing a threshold into a fundamentally new business landscape. And the trends defining that landscape are already in motion. Today, we are cutting through the noise. We are going to expose the five critical business trends that will not just influence but define 2026 and tell you exactly why ignoring them is the biggest mistake you could ever make right now. This isn't about the incremental improvement, it's about a strategic survival and unprecedented opportunity. So let's dive in. We are skipping 2025 and jumping straight to 2026 because the pace of change has accelerated exponentially. What used to take decades now takes few years, and what used to take few years now happens in months. Think about the rapid rise of generative AI or the unexpected shift in the global supply chains. These aren't just new things, they are fundamental, foundational shift. Businesses that thrive in 2026 will be those that anticipate these changes, not just react to them. This isn't about the crystal ball gazing, it's about the understanding the underlying forces reshaping our markets and customers and our workforce. Get ready because here comes the trend. The trend number one, we are moving beyond general AI adoption into the AI specialization wave. For past couple of years, everyone been talking about AI, but in 2026, it won't be enough to just use AI. Business will win by deploying highly specialized AI solutions that solve niche problems or automate complex industry specific tasks. For example, think less about ChatGPT for general writing and more about AI driven content generation for specific legal documentation or AI for hyper personalized customer support in niche health industries. What are the opportunities? This creates massive opportunity for entrepreneurs to build highly focused AI tools and services for existing businesses. It means identifying those bottlenecks in your specific workflow that a tailored AI solution can, obliterate, giving you an unfair competitive advantage. This isn't about replacing humans, it's about augmenting human potential to an unprecedented degree. Now, what is the action plan? Start looking for industry specific AI solutions. Can we develop one? Can you integrate one that gives you a unique edge? A generic AI tool will become commoditized. A specialization is where the real value lies. Alright, moving on. Our second defining trend for 2026 is a death of the mass market model. The days of one size fit all are rapidly fading. Consumers fueled by data driven insights and AI powered personalizations are demanding hyper tailored experiences, products, and services. They don't just want an option, they want their option. Why? This is driven by several factors: increased data analytics capabilities, the rise of niche communities, and growing desires for authenticity over generic brand. What is the impact of this? Businesses that continues to chase the broad middle level will struggle. Success in 2026 will come from mastering segment of one, marketing and product development. Think about building micro communities, offering customizable products, and leveraging AI to understand the individual customer journeys at the intimate level. Now, what you got to do? Reevaluate your customer segmentation. Are you targeting demographics or psychographics and individual needs? Invest in data analytics and CRM systems that allow for genuine personalization. not just superficial customization. Now, moving on, trend number 3, which is related to supply chain 2.0, where resilience trumps pure efficiency. For decades, the mantra was just in time and finding the absolute cheapest source, often leading to highly centralized and fragile global network. COVID 19 and geopolitical events exposed the immense risk of this approach. There is a tremendous shift. In 2026, businesses will prioritize redundant sourcing, nearshoring, or friendshoring, and building more flexible, adaptable supply chains. This isn't about abandoning globalization entirely, but about diversifying risk and building buffers. Is going to cause a huge impact. This means potentially higher input cost but significantly reduce the exposure to distributions losses. It also opens door for local manufacturers and logistics provider who can actually offer proximity and reliability. Blockchain for supply chain transparency will also see massive adoption. All right, so what is the action plan? Audit your current supply chain for single point of failure. Explore new partners, consider bringing some production closer to home, and invest in technologies that provide real time visibility and predictive analytics for your logistics. All right, let's move ahead. Our fourth defining trend is the talent paradox and the complete redefinition of the future of works. On one hand, we have record talent shortages in critical areas. On the other hand, many traditional roles are being automated or made redundant. This paradox creates both immense challenges and opportunities. And what is the new reality? In 2026, we will see continued embrace of flexible work model, which basically everybody knows now, hybrid and remote first, etc. But with the greater emphasis on performance management and culture building in distributed environments. We will also see a surge in demand for human centric skills that AI cannot replicate: creativity, emotional intelligence, critical thinking, and complex problem solving. And the impact on society will be huge. Companies that excel at upskilling and reskilling their workforce, fostering inclusive remote cultures, and attracting talent based on skills rather than just traditional credentials will win the war for talent. The concept of a career will become much more fluid, with continuous learning being as an attribute which is non-negotiable. What action you need to take now? Invest heavily in employee development and internal mobility programs. Reevaluate your company's culture for a hybrid world. Look beyond traditional hiring pools and focus on demonstrable skills over degree. Leadership in 2026 demand empathy and adaptability. Moving on, finally, our fifth defining trend for 2026 is the sustainability mandate. This is no longer a nice to have or a CSR initiative. It is becoming a non negotiable core business strategy. Consumers, investors, and regulators are all demanding greater environmental, social governance, which is also known as ESG, and responsibility for your business. Why? The impact of climate change are becoming undeniable, and consumers' awareness is at an all-time high. Investors are increasingly linking sustainability performance to long-term financial viability. Regulators are implementing stricter reporting and compliances, and therefore, this is going to have a huge impact. Businesses that genuinely integrate sustainable practices across their operations, from sourcing and manufacturing to packaging and waste management, will gain a significant competitive edge. Those that don't will face increasingly high scrutiny, reputational damage, and potentially higher operational cost. This isn't about the green washing. It's about the authentic measurable commitment. What action you need to take now? Integrate ESG principles into your strategic planning. Conduct a sustainability audit of your all operations. Look for opportunities to reduce your environmental footprint, improve social impact, and enhance governance. Communicate your efforts transparently to build trust and attract loyal customers and investors. So there you have it, the 5 business trends that will define 2026: the AI specialization wave, the death of the mass market model, global supply chain 2.0, the talent paradox, and the sustainability mandate. These aren't just the predictions. They are force already shaping our world. The time to stop planning for 2025 is right here and start strategizing for 2026 now. Don't wait for these trends to hit you. Leverage them, adapt, innovate, and thrive. So, friends, we have come to the end of our video today. And if you found this valuable, please hit that like button, subscribe for more future proofing business insights, and let me know in the comments below which of these 2026 trends you think will have the biggest impact. What are you doing to prepare yourself? Share your thoughts. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining live. And I will see you in the next video, my friends. Happy selling.